You feel physically tonight?
Getting one game under my belt helped. Still got a little congestion, but like my lungs felt way different. Just everybody knows in season it's really hard to simulate like live action with a couple days to catch up to live NBA pace, but night and day difference today.
Steve said he felt like the last 24 hours was kind of, and yesterday was an embarrassment, and I think that seems like a lot of internal conversations. How do you view the last 24 hours and like what turned, what was talked about, all that?
When you lose, like you gotta, assess what's going on. Don't be afraid of changes, and then that means everybody being, ready to adapt to whatever you're asked to do. Like, especially with a team with high expectations, like we're not gonna sit in a situation and just think that things are gonna change on their own. Like whether that's lineup changes, whether that's how we're approaching the game, whether it's energy, whatever it is. And we've been around the block long enough, and we have enough experience to know that we can address stuff and not make it personal. It's everybody taking accountability and ownership and keeping it real. We're probably got to do it 3-4 more times down the rest of the season. This is the way basketball is at this level. We need to have expectations.
Steph, you played with Gary for so long now. What does it say about him to have the impact that he had tonight after having kind of a slower start to the season, being out of the rotation, and then doing what he did?
It's huge. He's a professional. He's been through this, where you got to stay ready. Whether it's been him being like injured, coming in and out of the lineup, or coach's decision on who he's putting out there, but the way that he impacts the game defensively, we all know that, but he just seems to find himself in the right place at the right time offensively. He knows how to, set screens, keep the ball moving. If he's open, shoot it. It's simple, boring basketball, but it's winning basketball, and he does a great job of being ready whenever he's called to go out there.
You kind of threw your hands up at that corner three in the third quarter. Al felt like that got you going. Did it feel like that was the shot that kind of got your night really going in the third quarter?
Yeah, it was nice to start the second half with free throws and then kind of go from there. So, that's the thing. We, as a team, the shots that we got, we didn't shoot the ball well. And we're only down 7 at the half. And then, the shots that we created were pretty good. Just don't get frustrated. Keep being aggressive. Thankfully, like you said, I made one. Got a rhythm going. Feels like I can make a couple more, but it was a good second half.
How did you hit on it a little bit? You feel like over the course of the season, you guys on the half, have come up. You feel like after last night, there needed to be like canaries in the air a little bit after that kind of game.
Not like a players only meeting full panic mode type situation, but it was just a good film session to talk about the things. Like we were a step slow offensively and defensively, and when you played against the champs, it looked bad. But it was like, how do you create this space offensively, make quick decisions, get the ball moving, and obviously we made a lineup change, but it was more of an approach to the game that kept us in it, even though we weren't making shots in the first half. So, and then it speaks to the DNA of a team that, again, has a sense of pride and a care factor. Like, you could have let go of the rope a couple times when things weren't going our way, but the way we responded and who we think we're going, just got to keep proving it.
Unrelated to tonight, I wanted to ask you about Harrison Barnes and kind of your very knee-jerk first impressions of him when he came in as a rookie. What do you think about him?
I had seen him in high school, at Chris Paul's camp back in the day, and then watched him in Carolina playing against my brother at Duke.
Yeah.
And then, he came in. He was a guy that was like wise beyond his years from the jump. Like always carried himself playing professional from day one, took care of his body. was very low maintenance in the locker room, but made his presence felt. So he was a great rookie.
You said back in the day, you guys used to call him Barack.
He was a senator.
Yeah.
Yeah, a senator. He still probably can go back to Iowa and be a public servant. I see that in his future.
Back to Nick's question. You know, kind of on a scale of like 1 to 10, with 10 being like ultimate crisis, you guys have dealt with 4. Okay. Just wondering how low. That's might be a little higher than I thought you were going to go. Was it 4?
So,
Steph, after 37 now, and after basically having win everything you could in this league, what makes you just want to do it? And, you know, what are you chasing in this league?
not to, our slogan this year, the team or the franchise is like chase the moments I make. That's kind of feeling like it's not really an accolade thing or an accomplishment other than a championship. It's moments like tonight where you're in a fight and 15 guys got to figure out how to win a game because there's pride and there's expectations. Like you live for those moments. All the ups and downs and the frustration and embarrassment of last night turns into tonight, and the emotional roller coaster is what brings you back because you can't find that really anywhere else.
Did you know that was your first flagrant foul of your career
I
last
had
night?
no clue. Felt weird. The foul that's getting reviewed. I know about the landing thing.
Yeah.
I gotta get my money's worth. That's soft. That's a soft flagrant foul.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get another one this year.
Does Draymond like give you a ritual or something that you have to go?
Nah. I don't think I'm initiated yet. If that's the question. That ain't it. No.
How you took it to the rim a few times against Wemby, but how unnatural is it to take it inside into the lane and have to loop around just because of his presence?
I think after the first, we played him in preseason his rookie year, and I remember somebody got blocked at the 3-point line, and a couple guys got in there and got stuck. I think after the first time you feel it, it is an adjustment from game to game, but it's not like you don't fight it because you know that there might be some other options on the other side. His presence is crazy, but there is other outlets and other ways to create offense if you can get in the paint. Things I got by him one time, I was able to kind of hang in the air and got him off balance. That's really the only way to finish over him. But yeah, don't be stupid and think you can overcome that. It's not. That ain't